What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to YouTube channel. I really appreciate you tuning in today. We're outside my house. I just wanted to thank everyone real quick on all the love on my most recent 2 YouTube videos. We got the Miata right here and the 350z here as well. Today, I'm actually gonna be checking the oil on both of these cars. Last week, I added some oil to the 350z and I only had about probably like 30% or like a quarter of a quart left, so I wasn't able to top it off completely. So we're gonna check it today. It's been a few days and I was kind of driving hard the other day with my friend. So we're gonna check and see if it's burned any more oil. I'm pretty sure it has because it does burn oil when you drive hard. It's weird. If you keep it below, 4,000 RPM and you drive like a normal human being, it doesn't actually burn a lot of oil, which is cool. But if you drive, like a 350z is supposed to be driven, they do end up burning a little bit more oil once you get above 5, 6, 7,000 RPM. I've noticed they really like to drink the oil. So we're gonna check the 350z's oil today. All right, so like I said, should be pretty low. Ooh, looks pretty low off that first wipe there. Oh my gosh, man, I knew we were low, but I didn't know we were this low. Here we are, so the oil ends about right there, and it should be up here. So we need literally like 80% of a quart. I don't even know if I wanna drive this thing to O'Reilly right now. In that case, maybe we should take the Miata. There you have it. I don't even know if I want to drive this thing to O'Reilly with that little oil in there. It's literally missing like an entire quart, almost, probably like 80% of a quart. So we're gonna check the Miata right now and probably drive the Miata over to O'Reilly like we did last week, and that's the plan. All right, here we are, got the Miata engine. I just think the Miata engine looks so iconic. Looks so cool. Okay, so as you can tell, my dipstick has been broken off somehow. I did not do that, but someone did. Give it a wipe. You guys, if you're always checking your oil, wipe it first and then put it back in to check it for an accurate reading. Looks like we're down about 25%. So it's about here, right there, and it should be here. So, about 25%. Seems to be pretty good on oil. It definitely needs a little bit. So I think we're gonna drive the Miata over to O'Reilly really quick, get 1 quart of 5W30, add it to these cars. We're probably gonna do 80% in this or 75% in this, and then the rest in that. So they're both topped up. And that's basically the plan. So let's cruise over to O'Reilly and yeah. You guys know we don't even have AC in here, so we're gonna make this quick. Oh, it's hot. She starts every time though. Ooh. Amazing. Amazing. Now, something you probably didn't know about this car. The previous owner broke the knob thing, so I spin it with my open hand and I cut my finger on it one time. Not fun. This side works though. It's insane how hot it is. And I only wear black, so it's just easier that way. All right, let's do this. So I don't know if you've ever owned a convertible. Let me know if this is true or not. The amount of heat that comes in from this top, no one talks about it. Like, I mean, literally, even from right here up, like I still have, it's like 6 inches. Like, it is so much hotter right here than it is like right here. It's so weird. It's just, it turns this thing into an oven. That's why I think the hard top is so popular. It's so you can actually drive it in like the summertime and stuff, because I'm telling you, even with max AC, the amount of heat that this top brings in is just like, it's a lot. I don't even know. I don't even think it would ever get cold in here. And I'll tell you, the things we do for shade. You guys, I always thought if gasoline is like food, then oil is like blood, right? Kinda, pretty much. Gosh, we're parked so far away, but no door dings. That's what you do. Project Car Life. Now what's really actually ironic is when I first started my channel about a year and a half ago, oil I seriously think was like $3 less per quart, and I think it's just because of like shortages or whatever, but this is $12 today, and I'm not even lying with you, this was $9 probably 6 months ago, so I don't know if it's shortages or if they're finally going up in price or whatever, but I used to buy the O'Reilly brand oil, and now I just get the Mobil 1, and the car seems to run fine with both. I just get the Mobil 1 because it's got the high mileage additives in there, so your like rubber O-rings and stuff don't go out as quickly, so that's why I've been getting it, but I haven't found really anything wrong with the regular O'Reilly brand if you want to save some money. So let's get back to the house, put the oil in the car. Hopefully the oil pressure in the Z is where we want it to be, right around 15. When I got home last night and it was sitting around like 10 or 12, I was kind of worried. Maybe we'll take it to a shop. Maybe we'll try and work on it ourselves. Probably gonna take it to a shop if it is the gallery gasket. Fingers crossed it's not. I really don't think it is. Max aerodynamics, 6K. Red light, it's always a red light, but it's gonna be green. Oh, it's green, downshift, third. Oh yeah. As we pulled up, 115,700, pretty cool. Alright guys, so we got everything we need. We got our funnel, our quart of oil. I like to fold this up and put it over this so it doesn't mess it up, because honestly, you can't do it by hand. There we are. So a good tip I found is to put your oil cap right here, right where the latch is for the hood, so you can never close the hood without putting the oil cap back on. Just like a rule of thumb, you know? Now time for my favorite part. We're gonna go like 75% of this quart here. So we're gonna let that sit, and while that's trickling down, we're gonna put some in the Miata, and then while that's trickling down, we'll come and check this one, and we'll keep switching. This one, I don't really need the funnel just because it's right on top, and this isn't full anymore, so should be good to go. I don't think that was 25% of a quart, but I don't want to overfill it, so we'll just check it in a few minutes. So while we're letting the oil kind of trickle down, I did some research online, and I guess another reason that your oil pressure could be low is that you're using too low of a weight of oil for like the heat and climate that we're in. So I'm using 5W30, and I do know that with extra heat, things get thinner, obviously. So that 5W30 might be actually really thin, and we might have low oil pressure because of that. I think that makes sense. I was thinking maybe next time we do an oil change, we'll go with 10W30 to raise the weight a little bit just because it's so hot here in Southern California, but I don't know if that's really the issue either. It might be fine. Honestly, the oil pressure might be fine. That's what I'm kind of hoping for here, is that like 15 around idle is gonna be where we wanna be, and yeah.
5 minutes later.
This thing's pretty hot already, so I'm assuming the oil trickled down pretty quickly. Let's check it out, see what we got. So it looks like it's right at this circle right here. It needs to be at that line. So seriously, just maybe that exact same amount we put in once more, and then we'll be good. Maybe even a little less. That's gonna be good for that. We got a little bit left in here in case we gotta put some more in the Z, which I'm having a feeling we might need to. I'm gonna leave the hood of the Miata open because I'll probably check it one more time before we're done here. All right, let's look at this. So that's one thing I've always noticed is the way the 350Z is, when you add new oil, it's really hard to see. Looks like we're gonna need some more. All right, so I just put a little bit. We're gonna wait it out. Pretty close. Could probably add a little bit more even. Now the real question, how's the Z look? Looks like it's there. Needs to be there. Could definitely use more. So you can pretty much go on any 350Z forum and they will tell you that the 350Z dipstick is completely terrible as far as like trying to read the actual oil level, especially when you add brand new oil. So I think I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna go get some food because I'm starving. It's like 3 o'clock, I haven't eaten anything. I'm gonna take the Z and hopefully get the oil, you know, kind of flowing around and kind of, you know, darken some of that oil a little bit. Hopefully be able to get a more accurate reading. I do think it's down a little bit of where it should be, like topped off completely, but it's definitely better than it was like an hour ago. So we're gonna get some food and then we'll follow up in like 30 minutes. So we're sitting here, idle, and this is my oil pressure. Looks like it's just below 15, and you want it to be at 15, so I don't know, you guys. Does that look like my gallery gasket? It doesn't look too bad. It looks like it might be at like 14, which is, or maybe that's like 10. I don't know, you guys. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. All right, you guys, there we have it. So you've pretty much seen the oil pressure now that we've added the oil that we need, and it seems still like it's a little bit low. So what I think it might be is the oil filter might just be kind of dirty and gunked up. I am gonna do an oil change here soon. I already got the oil back there. So I'm gonna be using 10W30 instead of 5W30 this time, just to see if the heat from Southern California is, you know, the oil is just not thick enough. I'm gonna see if that will help with my oil pressure issues. Let me know what you guys think down below. I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled on this oil pressure over here. I'm gonna look into getting an actual mechanical oil pressure tester thing, just so we can actually know the for sure amount, because the gauge is accurate, but like it's not 100% accurate. And I've seen on Google that you're not supposed to like trust it 100%. So that's basically what we have planned for the next few videos coming up. The Miata seems to be okay, just needed some oil as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Drop a thumbs up if you did. Drop a comment down below if you have any questions, comments, or if you just want to say hey, I'm totally down for that as well. If you guys have not hit the subscribe button yet, please do so you don't miss any more of my future videos, and I can update you on the issue if you guys are having similar problems. Thank you guys again so much for tuning in. I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.